What's the most calculated betrayal you've ever witnessed? The eviction notice was taped to my mom's front door, a sterile white envelope against the peeling green paint. I recognized the loopy, cheerful handwriting on the front immediately. It was my best friend, Sarah's. For 3 years, she had been my rock. When Mom got sick, Sarah stepped in to manage the bills, the groceries, the endless paperwork. She said my only job was to be with my mom. I trusted her completely. My mom's health was declining fast, and the medical bills were piling up. We'd burned through most of her savings. Sarah would sit at our kitchen table, her brow furrowed with fake concern, telling me how she was negotiating with creditors, finding every possible loophole. I called her our guardian angel. That angel was now trying to make us homeless. I ripped the notice open. It was a formal demand for payment, citing a loan agreement I'd never seen, for $40,000. The signature at the bottom was a shaky imitation of my mother's. My blood went cold. I knew my mom hadn't signed anything. Her hands had been shaking too badly to hold a pen for months. That night, I told Sarah about the notice, my voice trembling. She feigned outrage, promising to sort it out. That was her mistake. She underestimated me. She thought I was just a grieving, helpless daughter. The next day, I told her I was going to the bank to contest it, and I needed a copy of the original loan document she had on file. She stalled, of course, said it was packed away. I insisted, saying the bank needed it within 24 hours. This was the trap. I knew she didn't have a real document. She would have to forge one. That evening, she sent me a scan of a loan agreement. It looked official, but I saw the flaw immediately. The date on the document was from 6 months ago. I remembered that day perfectly. It was the day my mom had a fall and was in the hospital for a massive seizure. There was no way she signed a legal document from a hospital bed in the ICU. I had hospital records to prove it, but I needed more. I remembered Sarah complaining about her old printer always leaving a faint smudge on the top right corner of every page. I zoomed in on the scan she sent me. There it was, a tiny, almost invisible black smudge. I now had proof she created it on her own computer. The final piece fell into place when I called the notary listed on the document. I found his number online. I asked him if he remembered notarizing a document for my mother on that date. He was confused. He told me his notary stamp had been stolen from his car 7 months ago and he'd filed a police report to invalidate it. Sarah hadn't just forged a document, she'd used a stolen, voided notary stamp. I had her. The next day, I invited her over. I had a lawyer with me, a man from a pro bono legal aid society. He sat quietly on the couch as Sarah walked in, smiling. "Any luck with the bank?" she asked cheerfully. I just slid the papers across the coffee table. The hospital admission records, the police report about the stolen stamp, a high-resolution printout of the scan she sent me, with the printer smudge circled in red. "The lawyer's name is Mr. Harrison," I said, my voice level. "He's here to discuss the felony fraud charges we're filing." The color drained from her face. Her cheerful mask crumbled, replaced by a sneer. "You were going to lose the house anyway," she hissed. "I put years into helping you. I deserve something for it." Mr. Harrison just cleared his throat. "The district attorney will be very interested to hear your version of events, ma'am." She didn't say another word. The court ordered her to pay back the $22,000 she had already siphoned from my mom's accounts. She sold her car and emptied her savings, but it wasn't enough. She now works 2 minimum wage jobs and sends me a check for $50 every single